This is Lena, one of our 3-year-olds in training for next year. Really like this filly. She's been doing great the whole time. Kirby broke her. We have several videos of her. So she is loping the pattern nice, and I'm in the process of speeding her up a little bit. She wants to come to me. You know, she's doing pretty good. There's a little spot where she kind of wants to pull on the bridle just a little bit on the back side. And she's kind of swapping leads in the hind end. To me, it's not a huge concern at this point. Yes, I'd like to see her hold it. But I've never had one. I don't think that it's ever ended up being a problem in the end. Sometimes I'll just go on and leave it alone and not even correct it. Just try to let them figure it out, and then every once in a while I will stop and put them back in the correct lead in the hind end. But I do see a lot of questions on the community page with people concerned about it, and the consensus is pretty much the same from me, Ashley, and Joy. It's in itself, it's not really that big a deal. Now, sometimes what causes it, I feel like, could become a big deal. Like this filly, in my opinion, she does it because she wants to get a little straight and a little bracy in her rib cage through here. So I'm still working on just breaking that rib cage loose a little bit more on her. And I think as I get her softer and the rib cage, the issue will kind of correct itself and she'll be able to hold it better. Also with speed, if they're wanting to try for you at all, and you know, for the most part they're doing most things right, it usually comes and they'll start picking it up, because it's really hard for them to stay on that wrong lead in the hind end in a run. Now, as far as switching on the very back side, like the last step, a lot of horses do that in a run, a lot of good horses, and I think it's actually a benefit for them and actually makes them faster. I don't know how many people realize that. There was another question, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I may have addressed this already in a video, I'm not sure if I have or not, but a lot of horses will leave that second barrel and switch back over to the right lead until they get to the third. And I think it's just a conserving energy and strength in one leg versus the other. But 90% of my good horses have done that, and it's a non-issue.